What is up guys, in this video I'm going to show you a plugin that is, in my opinion, a really underrated plugin in FL Studio. Ready? Let's jump straight into the project. So the underrated plugin is the Fruity Peak Controller. You have probably seen this being used by a lot of producers to do sidechaining with kick and bass. But today we're going to use it as an envelope follower. So we're going to put this on a channel where we're going to feed in a signal, an audio signal. In this instance, we're going to feed all of my drums into this peak controller. Then it's going to generate like an envelope follower waveform that we can actually modulate to other knobs in FL Studio. So I have this small beat here. So basically what you saw in these waveforms are all of my drums. So I have a kick, a clap, some hi-hats and a shaker. So what we're going to do is that we're going to use this waveform that we generated. Then we're going to navigate. So I've added this like field recording loop down here. Sounds like this. Just me being on vacation at Mallorca with some textures. I think it was like a morning stroll. So basically what we want to do now is that we're going to use the peak controller to control the volume levels of this sample. So it's going to be layered on top of the drum loop. So every time all of the elements of the drum loop is playing, we want to have some audio coming through from this field recording. And when the drums are not playing, it's going to be silence. So we can basically layer like that the drum loop with this field recording. So I've routed this field recording to a mix track. Then we're going to go and grab just the Fruity Balance plugin. We're going to right click on the volume knob. Then we're going to go to link to controller. Under internal controller, we're going to select the one called peak controller, peak. And then we're going to hit accept. And now if we play my drums, the field recording, and let's look at the meter here. So we could see like the knob is moving, but it's not audible enough. So we need to go back to my drum bus channel where I have the Fruity Peak controller on. We're going to increase the volume of the peak. So I think around here is actually pretty cool. Then there is like a tension knob that you can control. So if we put the tension all the way down, you can see it's not reacting that much as if we put up the tension. So this basically means like you can see like more of the signal from the drums are gonna go through the peak controller, which results in also like a more busier waveform for the envelope follower that's gonna modulate the volume knob of the field recording. So these are like two really great knobs to play around with to really sculpt the way that you wanna get the envelope follower to behave, basically. Then you have the decay knob here, so you can play some audio. So what you can see is that if you crank up the decay knob, the waveform of the peak control is going to be a little more detailed. But if you crank it down, it's going to be a little bit more like not so detailed. And you could see like when I turned it all the way down to around here, it actually just plays the sample as is. So for me, I like to have it around here. So that's actually pretty cool to do these kind of effects to field recordings or other kind of elements to layer on top of your drums. So if we just play like my small beat idea here with some chords and a bass line, this is with the field recording, and then I'm gonna try to pull it out, and you can hear like the difference that it's making. Just like a subtle effect, but it's just layered on top of the drums, and it just adds a little bit more organic vibe to the drums, in my opinion. Okay, I know you're enjoying this video right now, but I really need your help. Only 14% of you guys are subscribed to my YouTube channel, so do me a huge favor and smash that subscribe button for more awesome tutorials. That's all, thank you so much. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, so the Fruity Peak controller, we don't need to only use it for audio, for volume automation. We can actually use it for a lot of other knobs and parameters in FL Studio. I think I'm gonna go and do some filter modulation to this chord, synth chord that I have here. This one. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go to my effect channel here, 7. Then I'm gonna grab a filter, fruity filter. I'm gonna have the settings like this, maybe a little bit of resonance. Then I have loaded in an extra percussion loop, sounds like this. So basically what I want to do now is this extra percussion loop is going to control the filter cutoff for the chords. So I've routed this extra percussion loop into a peak controller, another mixer channel. Here you can see when I play some audio. So now I'm going to go to my chords, going to go to the fruity filter, right click on the cutoff frequency, and then select link to channel. And then I need to select the fruity peak controller for the extra perks. So this one, hit accept, and let's see what we can do now. So you can see right now it's cutting it too low. So we need to go back into the peak controller for the extra percussion, and then we can basically turn up the bass here, because then it's starting at another point. So let me just go to the chords, open this plugin. So right now you can see like the cutoff is being applied a little bit higher. So we can go like this, maybe turn up the volume. Okay, pretty cool. And now let's play it with the chords. Like already is adding like some extra vibe to the chords. Like it's just doing some really cool filter automation. And this is a little bit more tricky to do with automation. So this is like a really cool tip to add some organic vibes to your filter automation. Let's try to play like the whole beat here. Okay, and let me just turn off what we did with the envelope followers. This is without anything. This with. I think it's kind of interesting. So what we can do for this extra perk loop, we can actually just mute it. So we don't have the audio in the song, but we just have the envelope follow, like the modulation from the peak controller here. So it sounds like this. I think it's a really, really cool effect. It's such a useful plugin in FL Studio. So you can really go nuts with different ways of automating and modulating your stuff in FL Studio. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this small video. It was more like how you can use this fruity peak controller in a more creative way. So yeah, I really hope it sparked some ideas for you. If you liked the video, it means so much to me if you smash that like button or even subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss any future videos on this channel. I have also launched a Discord server for producers. It's a place where we can share our track ideas, get feedback, provide feedback. It's generally just a cool place to hang out, and I really want you to get involved if you want to. You can join the Discord via the link in the description down below. If you want to support this channel even further, you can go and browse some of my sample packs and preset packs on my web shop. The link is also in the description down below. So I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.